What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we finally did it. We hit the Legend rank in the Go Bad League, and honestly, I did it in a very interesting way. So the league rotation happened today, right? Open Great League is no more. Fantasy Cup took its place, and I decided to try a Pokemon that honestly, I had no idea if it was going to work. Shadow Latias. This Pokemon is way better than I think anyone was going to give it credit for. Its coverage of Aura Sphere as well as Thunder, with how spammy Dragon Breath is nowadays, gives it so much coverage in the current meta. It was an insane Pokemon. Just you wait and see what it can do. Real quick though, before we get into the battles, I want to ask, if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It does help out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what Shadow Latias can do. Alright, first opponent of the day, Fantasy Cup, kind of an interesting meta. We'll see if we know what we're doing here. We see a Shadow Dragonite in the lead on the first game, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I was expecting too many of those. A little bit of a scary Pokemon here. Okay. Oh, they catch on Waterfall Empoleon. Interesting. I wasn't expecting a catch first and foremost, but I also wasn't expecting Waterfall Empoleon. That's kind of a cool Pokemon to see. I think I'm going to make them throw energy into us. 6, or like if they don't throw energy into us, that's also fine. Shadow Dragonite, though, does have 9 Dragon Breaths of energy, so it's pretty close to a Thunder Punch right now. I'm actually going to switch here, because I don't necessarily... This game needs switch advantage, at least not as much as they might. I have no idea. I think Shadow Latias generally is pretty good when you're up energy or up shields. So we're going to try to play around that. 8. Alright. Honestly, I could shield this and try to go for a farm down, though. Maybe that is a good play, because Shadow Dragonite could be a little bit annoying if I let it ramp up a little bit too much. They're just going to go for Thunder Punch, like, immediately. Oh, they don't. They let me get an Air Cutter off first. Likely because they know an Air Cutter doesn't knock out. But it could be like an Iron Head or something that I'm throwing right now. Maybe they shield? No, okay. We'll see how they play this out. It's going to be a little bit scary because I have no idea what's going to be in the back right now. And I'm just going to commit to Shadow Latias at this point. Thunder Punch will knock us out here. I could bring in Latias right now, but I'd rather force energy out of him. Hopefully farm down, not take too much damage, but I probably will take about a quarter of my HP just from fast move pressure. But I'm hoping the energy lead on Latias is going to be more helpful. Okay, yeah, there goes a lot of our HP, but we get like 5 Dragon Breaths of energy. In the back is an Azumarill. And we'll see if we can take this down. Because Shadow Latias here is able to do quite a bit of fast move pressure thanks to... You know, the Shadow bonus. I believe it's 2 damage per fast move. We have Thunder as well. We do get shielded, though, unfortunately. And I think that shield is actually pretty bad for us. If I would have baited, that would have been really good. But the shield might cost us, unfortunately. Because at this point, they are only 5 more bubbles away from their next move. And I'm not going to quite be able to reach an Aura Sphere plus a Thunder. And I think that a Thunder here... Oh my goodness, wait a second. Maybe they threw. I don't know if they can get a move off here. Okay. Hold on. Now I get an Aura Sphere plus a Thunder. They thought I was going to throw or, like, fall for a catch, maybe? I hope this is enough. I have 2 attacks here. Just enough for a Thunder plus an Aura Sphere. That is so much damage. Holy crap. Wait, maybe this Pokemon's just sick. We actually got a full Shadow Latias sweep in the first game. They did play a little bit poorly. They didn't have to go for a catch, but they went for one. It gave us the wiggle room that we needed. Wow, okay, let's go. Next opponent, we got a Legend here. Let's see what they're going to be running. Empoleon into Grimmsnarl. Pretty decent lead. I want this away from my Latias if I can help it. We'll see what they're going to do. They're actually staying in, so that's interesting. I think they might be able to brute force this if they want to, because they have Power-Up Punch, right? But I think getting a shield advantage is not a bad idea for my Shadow Latias. So I'm fine letting this go, I think. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. Maybe I'm crazy doing this. Green. Alright, big Hydro Cannon. Let's see if we get a shield here, or if they just sacrifice this. I think it would be crazy to see a no shield, honestly. Yeah, so we get a shield. And I force energy out of them, which is also good. I think I let this go, because at this point I can bring in my Corviknight, go for an Air Cutter immediately. They're a +2 Grimmsnarl, so maybe we get a shield from them. Maybe, though, they just let it go. I'm just hoping at this point that Latias is my win con. And that setting it up with a shield advantage is a good idea. We'll see, we'll see. I could have overfarmed a little bit here because they're not quite out of foul play, but I do want to guarantee this thing goes away, because these Sucker Punches are shredding. Wow, they shield that, actually? I mean, I think it's fine shielding once then, saying I can just farm all the way down with Sand Attacks after this. And if they switch out here, again, shield advantage on my Latias. Okay, what is this? Waterfall? No, it's Metal Sound. So because it's on Metal Sound here, I need to be a little bit more careful about how I play this. If it was on Waterfall, I could overfarm a little bit more, but Metal Sound, obviously, is going to be just a little bit spammier here. But I can go for the Aura Sphere, one-shot them. And then, I mean, that Grimmsnarl might get some Dragon, or not Dragon, Sucker Punch damage off against us. I can Dragon Breath them down, though, I hope, and hopefully still win. We'll see, though. How much damage do I take from Sucker Punches? They're pretty low, though. Like, I think they could be in Dragon Breath down range. And if they come in with that, oh, you know, this is something that actually technically walls me. I don't love that. Technically, my energy is useless here. I don't love that at all. But I'm going to go for the Thunder and try my best here to chip him down, because that's still going to do a lot. Oh, what a catch, though! Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to have the counts down that well. They catch right before the move's thrown. Uh-oh. Might lose this game now. It's going to be close, though, because Shadow Ball might not quite knock us out here, and I might be able to farm them down. It's going to be such a close endgame. They're at 7, so they just barely got a Shadow Ball here. Okay. I don't know, guys. I think I might get Shadow Clawed down before I Dragon Breath down. I should have got a tie! I should have got a tie, but you're not allowed to tie with one-turn moves. There's a glitch in the game that prevents that. If I would have been able to get the tie there, that would have been so nice. Dang it, dude. Crescent Angel's very good battler. Empoleon into Empoleon. We'll see what the fast move is, though. I've seen a couple of Empoleons already on Waterfall. This is a non-Shadow. Okay, so we're actually just both on the funny Metal Sound moveset. We both don't do any fast move pressure here. And since neither of us are Shadow, we also don't really do a good job of two-shotting each other. So this matchup comes down to the third charge attack, or like a catch at some point, potentially. We'll see what they do. They're at 7, so 2 after this Hydro Cannon. And we don't know who wins CMP just yet. They didn't go for the charge attack immediately. 8, 9, 10. Well, my HP is lower than theirs, so I would imagine I probably lose CMP. Oh, nice catch by them, actually. Was not expecting that. Well, I mean, I kind of was. I was hoping they wouldn't, though. I'll bring in my Shadow Latios, because I can do quite a bit of work here, I think, just by one shield farming down. I don't have a great way to knock out Altaria before they could get a move off. If I had a way of, like, throwing a Dragon Claw first, I would have considered it. But since I don't, I'll just go for the one shield farm down, and I guess hope at this point that they don't get a second move, or that they don't farm us down, because they are the bulkier dragon. And honestly, bulky dragons put in a lot of work there. Oh boy. I hope one Metal Sound's not enough. Ooh. They come in Shadow Dragonite. I get an Aura Sphere off. That's gonna hurt if they let it go. It might be a regular Dragonite, actually. I didn't see. Oh, we get a shield, and they Dragon Breath us down. Oh, man. This game is not looking super ideal at the moment. I think I lose. But we'll keep on playing, because, like, why? What else is there to do? That's actually good for me, that they just did this. Because I went for a Hydro Cannon, right? I'm going to undercharge a little bit to try to get more Sand Attack energy. Oh, that was a CMP sack swap. That's crazy. I was not expecting the CMP sack swap. But now I can farm this down with my Corviknight, and hopefully they don't get another move off here. I did undercharge, so if they do get a move, that's on me. If they don't get a move, that's a big farm down, about as much energy as I could have. And I mean, at this point, I don't get one shot by Thunder Punch, right? I think 3 Air Cutters is the way to go, because at this point, they are cheaper than 2 paybacks, just in case they do shield. And, you know, if I go for a bait and they shield anyway, then I can then just go for a payback. But if they don't do that, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We get a shield, so we just win. Get the payback before 2 more Thunder Punches. Okay, let's go. That was a crazy game. That was a weird game. But payback here should easily knock him out. I wonder how much this would do from, like, a full HP Shadow Dragonite. But it definitely does at least 60%. Let's go. That was an insane game. I'm glad we were able to win against it, because honestly, those double dragons give Corviknight so much trouble. Next opponent, Memi. What's Memi running in the Fantasy Cup? Empoleon into regular Dragonite. It's like the most common lead has just been Dragonite today. I don't love that necessarily, but we'll see what we can do about it. Because Dragonite is not necessarily a bulky Pokemon, right? I'll do a lot of damage here with a Drill Peck. I'm going to try to see what he does. Does he shield this or not? He does shield. I'm going to switch then. What the heck, dude? Why is this on my screen? I think this is fine, though. I can't believe there's an Alolan Ninetales in this meta. I'll be honest. I can't believe that's the case. I am going to just come back and Empoleon immediately, though, and build up as much energy as I can here. 5. I mean, that's a chilling water, right? I survived that. Alright, I will let this go. I can survive so much here from this Pokemon. They're only going to get a Weather Ball, if anything. And they don't even get that. Okay. It's probably freaking Empoleon in the back, though, right? But if I can clear my debuff, I wouldn't be upset about that. Oh, why did I Hydro Cannon in Azumarill? I am absolutely a bozo. With that said, it doesn't do that much less damage, but, like, I don't know why I Hydro Cannoned here. That's not smart of me, but we'll see what we can do. I survived Thunder Punch from this, though. Like, Thunder Punch isn't going to do that much. I'll let this go, and I'm going to hope at this point that I can somehow whittle everything down this game. Yeah, big Thunder Punch. That does do a decent chunk of my HP, though. And he does get his next move off here. The big question now is going to be if I should go for baits or just full send. And I don't know necessarily what the right call is. Although I have an idea, actually. We'll see. This could be a full send, right? There's a good chance we get his shield here. Okay. And I'm actually just going to go for another Air Cutter. Might be a terrible play, but it will save my Corviknight here. What a play. He actually goes for the Simul Swap. Very smart move by him. But I think I'm still in a very playable position. We'll see. Because Corviknight's pretty healthy, and they can't really bubble me down. Can they bubble me down? If they can bubble me down, then I'm not in a great position. If they can't, I'm happy. It's going to be such a close endgame, though. Because that Dragonite is still very much a thing. 3 bubbles don't do it, right? No. Okay, so we get energy out of him. But how much energy is on that Dragonite? Is Dragonite ever going to be able to get to another move? He has Ice Beam, too? Why? Having Ice Beam is actually, like, infinitely worse for us. Okay, well, if Dragonite's 1 away from a Thunder Punch, then I lose, or if it has it now. Cannot believe he's running Ice Beam Azu. Okay, as long as the Azu doesn't get to another Ice Beam, though, I should win. Does it get the Ice Beam off? Or will I outpace here? It needs to be 2 away. And I don't think Azu's that good. I never have faith in Azu. Okay, oh my goodness, what a game. Another Dragonite. Is Dragonite the only Pokemon people are using right now? It very well might be. Air Cutter. Okay, hopefully this doesn't lag out. Hopefully this knocks out. Okay. Okay, thank goodness, dude. I was freaking out a little bit there. We need that win so bad. Okay, but we got our next opponent. We'll see Empoleon into... Ooh, G-Fisk. I guess that is an option in this meta. I have a lot of play around this. I have... You know, all of my Pokemon have super effective damage into them, potentially. Oh, wow, they swap out into Altaria. Guess this is fine, though. I think what I want to do here, if I can, is I want to chip this thing down into Dragon Breath downrange, and then get an energy lead on my Latios. They wouldn't switch out unless they're, like, good against Empoleon in the back, right? Surely. They do let that go. They're probably going to let the next one go, too. But if they do let the next move through, then I should be able to Dragon Breath down with my Latios before they get to a Sky Attack, I hope. And the energy lead will offset that one Mud Shot they already did. At least, again, that's what I'm hoping for. Allegedly, we'll see if that happens. Yeah, okay. We farm this down. No Sky Attack, please. Okay, that was actually closer than I thought. Those Dragon Breaths were not doing as much damage as I would have thought they should have. But we do fade out the G-Fisk again. 5, so they have access to a Rock Slide right now. I don't know how much an Aura Sphere does here. But if I stall this out long enough and I get my Dragon Breaths to add up against them, then over time, potentially, we can get a knockout on them, maybe. Or I can go for a catch at some point, too. They're at 2, so they have a Rock Slide after 3 more Mud Shots. I'll have to make sure to throw my next Aura Sphere before then. Okay, that's some good damage, but I don't know if I can actually farm them down. Oh, what a catch, actually. I'm kind of surprised, though, that they would do that. We'll see, because I don't hate this spot that I'm in. G-Fisk is a Pokemon that my Corviknight has a lot of play into. I still have my Empoleon as well. I have Thunder here. 5. I'm going to go for a bit of a risky bait, though. Because if they no-shield too many things this game, too, they might just be at risk of getting farmed down. Yeah, so we get a shield there. 6, and they throw so soon as well here. I think I'm going to shield this again, though. Oh, it's another Ice Beam. That's actually good to see. It's Ice Beam. 9. So they're 1 away here from their next... What's it called? The move. The Ice Beam. Nice, we get a shield. And they bring back in the Fisk, and I snipe down their energy they have. So now I have a full HP Corviknight. I have a Latios. I have an Empoleon. I think this is a win, right? Actually, I'm going to bring in my Empoleon here, because I already have so much energy right now that I want to make them throw some of it. Okay, they're forced into throwing an Ice Beam, likely. Maybe a Play Rough. I don't think in this meta you ever run Ice Beam Hydro Pump, right? That would be insane to me. But we'll see, I guess. I mean, even if they are, though, I'm not in that big of a problem, or that bad of a spot, I should say. We'll see, though. I have enough HP on my Latias. I might be able to get another Aura Sphere off. I need 2 more Air Cutters here as well. We'll see. If it's actually on Hydro Pump Ice Beam, that is the worst case scenario, but I would be very surprised to see that. Yeah, just Ice Beam. That does not 2-shot us. Unless they throw that surprise Hydro Pump, which they don't. That's a 4-1. Right? I'm pretty sure that's a 4-1. Is that Legend just straight up? Let me make sure that I'm not, like, crazy here. That, in fact, is a 4-1. We're 19 points away. That's Legend. We'll do 30-20, just to, like, make it a little bit more risky. 30-21? Wait, 30-21. I gotta be specific with this. Alright, guys. The prediction is gonna be up right now. Get your votes in, guys. We're betting on Pokemon Go. This is amazing news. Alright, guys. Okay, I'm too good at this. The over-under is just insane. Its accent is the best at calling this. I cannot believe it. Next opponent. Okay, well, first game after Legend. Bit of a down pair here. But, you know, Elo does not matter anymore, so I could care less. Shadow Excadrill, though, is not amazing to see. I'm going to switch into Corviknight to try to force him out if possible. What is this? Altaria? Yeah, this is not looking as ideal as some of my other games. I'm glad I'm fighting this guy after I reach Legend, or else I'd be very sad about how this is going. With that said, maybe there's still going to be some play, because if I can either get some energy on my Empoleon or get shields down, then there are still ways to be able to win this. We'll see. They're overperforming a lot. I know one Flamethrower doesn't knock us out, so that is good news. The bad news, though, is they have enough energy to almost reach another move in just a second here, and since two Paybacks don't 2-shot them, it does make it a little bit awkward. I think what I'm going to do, actually, though, is I'm going to undercharge this a decent chunk. Like, just get a Great, put them into Air Cutter range anyway, but make it so if they do let this go, that my Empoleon gets more energy. Yeah, so I'll get some more metal sounds here than I would if I fully charged that. It wouldn't have knocked out either way. Honestly, I could have gone for more of an undercharge here, too, if I was better at this game, but maybe that doesn't matter. You're gotta be kidding me. They switch? I mean, at least my Dragmas here are shredding. I was not expecting the swap out, though. They must be really good into Empoleon making that switch. Or maybe they're just crazy. That's also always an option. The good news is, I guess that was a CMP tie. I could have sworn I threw in good timing there, but the animations were a little bit bad. I mean, I can knock this out at the very least, but I'm so concerned about what they have in the back right now. Okay. We should get a knockout or the final shield from them right now, and I will have energy on my own Empoleon. What could be in the meta here that just destroys us, though? What could be around that we really don't want to see? I think I can Metal Sound this down, and I think I can Metal Sound down the Altaria as well. I wouldn't be surprised with, like, their own Empoleon, though. I could see that being a thing. Well, they give me the farm down. I guess they get a bit of faster pressure against us, and they save a catch on their guy. They just wanted the Mudshot damage. Yeah, it is their own Empoleon. Unfortunately, I'm in 2-shot range. They need to take 3 attacks to get knocked out. I don't have enough of an energy lead here to be able to win this one, it doesn't look like. Yeah. I will forfeit this game. There's still Legend pushing. We don't need it. I would have liked it, though. Next opponent, another Legend pusher. All right. Empoleon into Shadow Flygon. Probably not a great lead for me. I would imagine they're on Mudshot, but I'm going to switch either way. Yeah, they are on Mudshot. They bring in an Azumarill here. So I don't necessarily need Switch, More so, I just kind of want to whittle this down and make it so I can get an energy lead on my Empoleon and on my Latias. We'll see what they're going to do, though. And if I get a boost, that would also be pretty good. First move, no boost. 6, so they're one away from a Hydro Pump. I think most of the time in this meta, you see Hydro Pump play rough Azumarill, which honestly is probably fine for Corviknight. I don't think one Hydro Pump knocks us out. Nice, we got a boost. 9. Like, I say that, but I've seen so many different Ice Beam Azus, actually, in this meta, so maybe I'm just wrong. They're at 4. Okay, yeah, I guess I am just wrong. 5, so they have another Ice Beam now. 6. Maybe they're on Ice Beam Hydro Pump. Could always be the case. We'll see, though. They throw the Ice Beam here. I don't want to go down shields. I'm going to be real. I'm going to let this go. And actually, I might do something crazy. I'm going to bring in my Dragon type. I know they'll get a move off here in just a second, potentially. Oh, Voltage Fortress. That is not an answer to Shadow Latias. I have so much energy here. And honestly, this is a bit of a core breaker for my team. If I'm being real, I don't have a great answer to this. Wow, that easily 2 shots. That's insane damage, actually. They might go for a Sand Tomb bait against us, but even if they do, I think we're fine. Well, I don't know if I'm fine necessarily, but I think I'm in a playable position even if they do that, I should say. I gotta shield this. I need to get the final shield down if possible. They do Rock Tomb, so that's good. They're 2 away from a Sand Tomb, but 3 away from another Rock Tomb. We'll go for a CMP here, just because I feel like they can never not throw right then. And if they do let this go, then they're going to end up taking so much damage on that Flygon. Or on the Azumarill, I guess, whatever comes in, right? Okay. I'm going to bank on the fact that Flygon does not, in fact, have Earth Power. Maybe it does. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But if they let this go, I might just farm down as well. Because this is a Shadow Aura Sphere, right? It's going to hurt. We get a shield. If they're on... honestly, they're probably on Aura Sphere. Why did I do that? Or not Aura Sphere. They're probably on Earth Power, rather. Almost certainly. I shouldn't have done this, but we're doing it right now. Oh my goodness, they're on Sand Tomb. Maybe I was correct all along. Maybe I'm just a prophet. I did not second guess myself about 20 different times there. And Azu's their remaining Pokemon. Oh, that doesn't knock out. It doesn't matter. We have 3 Pokemon left. There's nothing this thing can do. Azu, worst Pokemon in the game. Don't use Azu, guys. Do not use Azumarill. We'll go for the Drill Peck, knock out the Azumarill, and that gets us, I think, to a decisive Game 5. I might be able to get my Libre here in the next game if I win it. We'll see. We did get a match. That took a while. All right, Empoleon into Stunfisk. Okay. Pretty neutral lead here. I know I can make bait calls and try to win this matchup the longer it goes, but it does make it a little bit awkward for both sides, so we'll see what they're going to do. I'm going to go here for the Hydro Cannon on what might have been a CMP. Looks like they did go for a Charge Attack priority there, which is fine. Hydro Cannon is going to put them down pretty low, and if they did just go for an Earthquake here, that's a lot of energy down the drain. So I'm going to shield this up and just hope at this point they didn't bait us, because a bait is diabolical. Wow, I can't believe they just did that. But they bring in Shadow Flygon, which I'm pretty sure Corviknight is like one of the hardest walls to in the game. They're at 6. Either a Sand Tomb or a Twister. I know Flygon could have Stone Edge potentially on its moveset, but I don't see that too often. Oh, Scorching Sands, I guess, is also an option. Okay. I'm going to go for a payback here, because an Air Cutter would not knock out, and I wouldn't mind just getting a shield back no matter what. We'll see if they want to shield in such a bad matchup. No, they do let that go down. They can't really bring the Fisk back in. Oh, okay, I don't love seeing that necessarily, but maybe it's still playable. 7. Alright. Air Cutter bait. Little bit crazy by me, I know. Calm down, chat. This might be a good idea, though. Oh, it's a terrible idea. 9. I mean, at this point, though, they need to shield something. If they no-shield everything this game, then they might not win. Okay. They throw then. Ah, man, if I went for the payback, this game would be so easy. The fact I didn't, payback is making this game a lot harder than it had to be. But I CMP here. They're at 11, so that would be a drill run on CMP if they did throw it. I'm gonna go and probably shield this up, because I want my Metal Sound fast move pressure. And, you know, I don't really know if I want to rely solely on my Latios to sweep this game. They do drill run, they probably bring back in the Fisk. Yeah. If I get a Hydro off, I'm so happy. Okay, I do get the move through him, but I am a little bit concerned still that Earthquake one-shots us, and I'm not sure if Latios is going to survive an Earthquake too well. So it needs to live the Earthquake and then farm down with my Dragon Breath damage. Maybe they go for like a crazy bait. What if they bait us with Rock Slide? I don't have any shields, there's no reason to do that, but maybe they think that's enough. Okay, no. We gotta try to survive an Earthquake now. Farm down and Aura Sphere the other guy. I mean, surely I don't get one shot. I'm not that squishy, am I? If I had a rank 1 Latias, definitely not. But maybe I'm squishier than I'm giving myself credit for. I do survive. Oh my goodness. Well, we just farm down. We get the Aura Sphere through him. And, like, no matter what happens here, even if they weren't tripped down as much as they were, this would easily one-shot. That was kind of a scary game. I shouldn't have gone for a bait, but, you know, never punished. We get the win anyway. Let's go. All right, next opponent. We'll see Latios, or Empoleon, rather, into Dedenne? Are you joking me? Why is this here? Well, that's not great. Although, wait, does Empoleon even have that bad of a matchup here? Because it's on Parabolic Charge, right? Which got nerfed recently, so it's a little bit slower to reach. So maybe we're still in a playable spot. We're at 6. 7, 8. Okay. I mean, I guess I just shield. I need to whittle this down as much as I can. They're at 8, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they have not CMP'd us there. Maybe I can try to go for a catch if I want to, because I could try to catch an Electric-type move on my Latios, but that might be crazy. Okay, well, it's not crazy because I just did it. They're at 2 right now, so 3 away from their next Parabolic Charge. So, we'll see. I mean, they're at +2 defense. They might be able to get the move. Oh, boy. Well, this is not a great matchup to be in. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for this and hope that they don't realize that I don't have Thunder yet. This is not great, though. They wall a lot of what I can do here. They no-shield. That's a smart play by them. But I guess I bring in my Corviknight here, and I tank the Sacred Swords pretty well. That's unfortunate. But we're still gonna try our best to play this out, because we have energy on Empoleon, and Dedenne is pretty low. Alright, they're at back-to-back, so they are energy dry now. I don't know exactly, though, what they're gonna do. Do they swap out here ever? Okay. We Air Cutter right before they get their next move off. I'm kind of worried about, like, I don't know, an Aegislash or something in the back line. Like, double Ghost Steel. Is that an idea? They let that go. Interesting. I get a boost. Oh, it actually is Aegislash. Maybe it's playable, though. Because, I mean, I'm boosted, right? My payback's gonna hurt. You're at 7. Is there ever a chance we win this? Probably should have baited. But I'm not gonna risk that. Okay. They're almost certainly about to switch here, so I gotta keep an eye out for that. But, like, I think we just keep on charging energy ourselves at the moment. And we hope at this point we make the call right. Gyro Ball, interesting. Yeah, they do clear their debuff, but, I mean, I think they just lose now. I'm still boosted, and I have so much energy on my Empoleon at this point. Like, what can they actually do? I don't think they can do anything. I think they just lose. Because Aegislash... What was that damage? That must not have been a good Aegislash. Normally it does like 30%, probably like 45% with a boost maybe. That was so much damage. That's crazy. Next opponent. Empoleon into Shadow Dragonite. Okay, the return of Shadow Dragonite. We saw a lot of these earlier on. We'll see if they go for like catches or anything, because I've seen so many of them go for those plays. Okay. Well, we saw the catch. We see the catch come through, as we were kind of expecting. But I went for the Hydro Cannon, because I figured if they did catch on us, this still wouldn't be terrible. Just to go for the Hydro Cannon there. And if they no-shield that as a Dragonite, they're still going to get knocked out, basically. Okay, I go for another Hydro Cannon, just because at this point, I think that the shield that I can get from them would be pretty important if they let it go. Wow, okay. They do shield. 7, 8. Do I win CMP? Wow, okay. They were just confident they were going to win that CMP. Fair enough, I suppose. I'm going to let this go, though. And I can now bring in my Corviknight here, which should be able to farm this down, hopefully, before they get to 2 more moves. They're at 1. They're 3 away from their next Hydro Cannon. We'll see if they want to swap, though, instantly into the Dragonite or not. They're at 1, 2, 3. I do farm down all the way. That's pretty nice. And Dragonite probably comes in here. Oh, it doesn't, actually. And they're not swapping. Interesting as well. 6. Okay. They have a lot of energy here on that Dragonite still, right? I can't really shield the next move from this thing. 2. Okay. But I should get to 2 Thunders first. And just landing a Thunder is really all I need to do here. Wow, they let that go. And now I just air counter everything, right? And then I win? Because Thunder is an insane move in the Go Battle League. They're also, like, just lower on HP than me, so I might just farm them down straight up. Okay, Latios. Latios, you menace. Like, what even just happened there? Latios might just be the best Pokemon in this game. That is 3 wins, though, in the set. That is a guaranteed Pikachu Libre. No. Not shiny. Sad. It feels so good to finally be legend here in the Go Battle League. I've been trying for the last couple of days, and it's just been so close yet so far. But Shadow Latios, I guess, was the secret key to getting over that hill. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.